Hello, welcome to my channel. So for today, we're gonna do another weekly spread. We're gonna do from October 3rd to the 9th. I literally cannot believe we're in October. I kind of talked about that in the previous episode where I did my October monthly spread, but this year is just flying by. So let me just move all of these post-its. A lot of them I am, using week by week because they are, when my shifts are, when certain calls are for certain topics. So I definitely have them all together and I'll just be reusing them every single week as the time goes by. But I'm excited to do this new week. I'm going to be using a mix and match of all of these stickers. Some of them are from Passion Planner, some of them are not. And then incorporating some of these journaling style, especially for those trackers. I love doing trackers. And of course, these icon stickers that I'll be using for each one of the events and things that I have happening. So first thing that I love to do is going to white out these sections. Again, it just makes it more clear when I do the stickers. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay, now that is all done, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this washi tape. It kind of has the same feel / colors that those stickers that I had shown a little bit earlier. It kind of has that same feel, so I'm just gonna go ahead, add some of these, plus incorporate some of those other stickers onto, some borders, some fun things. So this, the whole part, or at least for me, half the point of these spreads is being able to be as creative as I can. Yes, some weeks I end up not liking what I do, but a lot of times it's just me experimenting with what I can with all these stickers, all these washi's, all different types of layouts, which actually this week I'm going to try something new when it comes to my time blocker. But I'll get to that point once it comes. But for now, again, this is just about you being as creative as you can, making it fun, because obviously we are trying to do, have a planner where it's time blocked, we make sure that things get done, but then also it's something that you actually look forward to looking at, that it's not something that, is boring, because I've definitely been there. I've had boring planners and you end up using it less and less because you don't have as much fun with it as to where if you have, planners like this where you take the time and actually, be creative as you can. That's where you utilize it a lot more because it's more visually appealing, plus you know how much you put into it, how much it means to you, how much your creativity was flowing throughout that time, so it just makes it a little bit easier to continue with it, basically. So again, one of my biggest things is on this Sunday. I'm actually just gonna go grab, let me just add this really quick. So Sundays, I actually utilize them, unless I have a shift, I actually utilize them to track down all my goals. So that's what I'm actually doing right now, making sure that I have a section in my weekly spread where I can take a look at all the things that I want to accomplish throughout the week, that move me forward, move my business forward, all those good things. So I'm just going to finish up really quick before going into the actual time blocking. Now, sort of like what I had mentioned before, I'm actually going to have a little bit of fun with the time blocking layout instead of doing my usual style. I'm going to try this new thing. Actually, let me just take this off really quick with my Exacto. So while I do this, I'll chat. So I'm going to try and incorporate a new style of time blocking design. I don't even know how to say it, but it's just a different way of how I usually do my time blockers. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna add in some lines, I'll color them in, and let's just go with the flow. Oh my god, so apparently my phone ran out of storage space, so I ended up doing all of this without it being filmed, didn't even realize. So this is what I was talking about. So I'm definitely, using some more colors, kind of making it look like a shadow. I kind of had talked through it while I was doing it, but oh well. This is what happens. This is real life. This is real content coming at you. So anyways, I'm just going to continue. I definitely liked what I did last week where I added my, that I do my morning routine, my night routine, my workout times, actually when the workout is happening. Of course, because I have these shifts, I do have calls that happen in there. That's what these little blocks are inside the big shift blocks. It's just a way for me to make sure that I actually get to them, so I'll rewatch them on my days off or whenever I have a chance to actually get to it. So definitely going to continue that. I do like that idea. Just it keeps me in track. I know what days they are. And I cannot believe that I ran out of space on my phone. Oh my gosh. Anyways, again, this is real. This is what happens. So I'm just gonna continue adding some more things onto my week. I'll be right back. So what I'm gonna do now is fill in the bottom section, so the left and the right section. Of course, the right is where I usually do my quote of the week. I'm just gonna put this stuff away. It's kind of in my way. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and write down the quote of the week, so it's something that I wanna focus on, something that I'm inspired by, something that, you know, just speaks to me for this new week. So just gonna go ahead and write all of this down. And of course, my left section is actually where my biggest tracker is going to be, or is usually at. It's just a great way for me to make sure that I am moving forward with my coaching business. It's very important to me. So the easiest thing that I've found is actually having a tracker, making sure that I am doing everything to move it forward. And it just gives me good insight to like what days is, my good days and what days are my, I don't want to say bad, but like my lower days. So it's just a great way for me to do it. And yes, I've been doing this for, I don't even know, this whole planner has it, and half of my previous planner has it as well. And that's the thing, if something is working, you don't have to change it, just keep at it. So that is one thing that I've continued with. Even the quote of the week, this bottom section always remains the same, except for that one small part of it where I've been adding more stickers and stuff. But if things are good, keep going, because that's the only way that you can move forward. Now that I have everything, what I actually want to do is incorporate some extra things on my planner. So for example, on my days off from my 12-hour shifts, I'm actually going to try to add in like going walks with my dog, making sure that I read a little bit more. I do read daily, but this is just a way for me to like extra do it, if that makes sense. And that's the great part about doing time blocking. I've definitely talked about this before, but I'll just do it again. When it comes to time blocking, it is the best way for you to see where your time is being spent, where you have extra time to incorporate things like this. For example, walking my dog, I can literally spend, let's say, 30 minutes, or sitting down to read, I can literally do that for another 30 minutes, or however long it is that I have that is off. So this is just a great way for you to see where your time is being spent and how you can use it to your advantage. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up. I'm actually adding here all of my Instagram content so that I know what's happening, or like what I want to talk about this upcoming week. So I'm just gonna finish that up really quick. Okay, so I did change this up last week where I started using these little trackers for my making sure that I'm drinking enough water. That's something that I definitely try to do every single day. So this sticker sheet has this hydrate stickers instead of the old ones that I used to make on my own Cricut, so definitely going to be adding this in. Obviously they do have too much of a border, of like a white border, so that's what I'm doing here, where I'm making it a little bit smaller so that it does fit every single day on this spread. So for my goal section right here, I'm actually going to use some of these that have little dots where you can track. So I'm actually going to do the same thing and cut them up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, if I can. Anyways, I'm gonna do this just because some of the things I want to make sure that I'm doing them, let's say 5 days a week. So this is just a great way for me to see, you know, that I'm doing it and I can track them down. The other ones that I usually put as far as my goals are like one and done sort of things. So I'm gonna be adding 2 of these onto my goal section so that I can then fill them out. Now it's time to have some fun with some stickers, but what I'm gonna do before I have, you know, full creativity mode is make these little spots for my to-dos. Again, this is something that I've done for a while, where I split up my to-dos into certain days so that I don't have just this one giant list that is very overwhelming. Let's be real. So definitely going to be adding these and having fun a little bit with these to-dos, especially these little notes, or not notes, little flags that have to-dos on them. I'm definitely going to color them in a second, but for now I'm just gonna have that there. And actually going to fix this really quick. So I kind of covered up where I'm gonna put my, like, what I'm eating that day. I kind of covered it up, so I'm just going to go ahead and have some fun with some stickers and basically make it work. Anyways, the point is, after this, I'm just going to go ahead and add in all the stickers for some fun stuff. Okay, so here is the spread. It looks very jam-packed, but it's good. I have all my to-dos, all these extra calls that are happening this week. Of course, I got my goals, my gratitude, I have my trackers. I mean, I'm excited to incorporate these types of tracking systems for my goals, for, my to-dos. Literally, absolutely everything is here, which I am obsessed with. Anyways, hopefully this was helpful, inspiring. Hopefully you like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you here next week. Bye.